Thank you. I'm so honored to speak for the SDD, but this gives me a very difficult task to summarize 15 years of my study within 10 minutes. Anyway, I have 5 points to make in my presentation. The first one is I am comparing economic Asia with security Asia. Why do these relationships become negative? And I'll assess the security cooperation in Asia Pacific of today. And then I'll talk about security cooperation in Northeast Asia. Lastly, but not leastly, I'm going to talk about Northeast Asia Peace and Cooperation Initiative taken by President Park Geun-hye of the Republic of Korea. When we compare economic Asia with security Asia, we call hot economy versus cold security. In other words, Asia paradox and economy and security in collision. Economic Asia, as Dr. Dexter said, we have economic interdependence is growing, and to formulate ASEAN a single market in 2015, and also APEC and ASEAN plus 6, something like that. And ASEAN inter-regional trade is now reaching 56.2%, which is nearing the inter-regional trade of European Union. And economic interdependence fostered economic cooperation, also economic community building in East Asia. But in the security area, we have only one ASEAN Regional Forum, which is very universal in membership, but it reached impasse because of territorial disputes and traditional security conflicts among countries in Asia. If you look at the security cooperation, G2 power relationship is now playing a key role in shaping Asian security. So two countries have a misunderstanding of their new security strategy. And also the rivalry between China and Japan. In East Asia is the region which shows second place in the defense budget race, next to United States. While United States reduces defense spending recent days, China's defense spending grows at a 13 to 15% annual growth rate. And Asia Pacific region is the second place in the defense spending race. To deal with this kind of security dilemma, I think in Asia we have ASEAN Regional Forum, which is very unique. But as Dr. Dexter said, we have a problem because ASEAN Regional Forum only deals with non-traditional security issues. We cannot deal with traditional security issues because of the rivalry and disputes, territorial disputes. So in ALF, we have many things to order, but ALF now reached impasse because of territorial disputes between these two countries. And if you look at Northeast Asia now, the security is being handled by multiple bilateral alliances. But if you look at bilateral alliances, that's intended for dealing with the traditional security issues, not non-traditional security issues. If you look at Asia Pacific, we can find increasing number of non-traditional security threats. For example, after September 9/11 terrorist attack in the United States, we can see growing number of terrorists in Asia. And also Asia represents more than 90% of drug producers, mainly by Afghanistan. And also more than 60% of human trafficking of the world is taking place in Southeast Asia. On the piracy issue, Asia comprises 1/3 of world piracy cases. The annual income of organized crime in Asia is estimated to be about $870 billion. During the past decade, Asian people represented 85% of world disaster victims. The 2011 Fukushima nuclear accident shows that many enormous radioactive emissions and the casualties occurred. So given that Asia is the home of 20% of world nuclear reactors, we need to take some measures to prevent Fukushima accident-like nuclear emissions, accidents. But Asian countries, especially in Northeast Asia, we made efforts to join in ASEAN-led multilateral security dialogue. For example, ASEAN Regional Forum, ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting Plus, and also the Shangri-La Dialogue and CISCAP. The other stream we are going to make effort is to establish our own Northeast Asia's effort to create track 1.5 and track 2 security dialogue. But as of now, we don't see any tangible progress in this field. Given that Asian countries making enormous progress in economic cooperation, on security cooperation, we have no progress. So this is why South Korean government is proposing Northeast Asia Peace and Cooperation Initiative. Korea, as a middle power, is better positioned to initiate a regional peace and cooperation framework in Northeast Asia, because Korea has been a peace-loving country that has never invaded the neighboring countries and also achieved the twin successes of economic development and democratization. South Korea, as a soft power, we demonstrated our soft power by successfully hosting G20 Economic Summit and Second Nuclear Security Summit. We are very proud that we can bridge the developed country and underdeveloped countries, and also haves and have-nots of the world. Certainly, South Korea understands the difficulty of launching a Northeast Asia Peace and Cooperation Initiative. We know two caveats in order. We don't misunderstand the situation. We neither intend to replace nor to undermine the existing bilateral security alliances. We don't intend to replace the six-party talks, nor to isolate Pyongyang. Then how we can go about launching peace and cooperation initiative in Northeast Asia? We will start from trust-building process among countries in Northeast Asia and their top leaders through trusted diplomacy. Why? We know that from European Helsinki process and ASEAN experience in dealing with the non-traditional security issues, trust building among top leaders is very important, very crucial to building this kind of multilateral dialogue. The consensus on creating North Asia peace and cooperation mechanism will be reached among top leaders of 7 or 6 countries through building personal trust among those leaders. Mutual trust built among top leaders will guide other multiple levels of trust building among experts, various institutions, and future leaders of the involved countries. The trust-building process will start from discussing soft issues such as environment, disaster relief, climate change, counterterrorism, nuclear safety and security, cybersecurity and anti-piracy, and organized crime, pandemic disease, maritime security, and search and rescue operation at sea. To do so, South Korean government can provide good offices and venues for North Asia Peace and Cooperation Secretariat by expanding the Korea-China-Japan Trilateral Cooperation Secretariat, which was installed in Seoul in 2011. Thank you very much.